still here? I thought you will be leaving yesterday. This time we made the foot. You can preserve it and pass on to your grandchildren. Because all this knowledge is ancient and it is forgotten. Today I am tired of New Age medicine and being sick myself. I got sick of it. So I called my research and development department. I gave him the formulas. He said, wow. I said, that's how it is. When you come to know, I said, centuries ago. Why didn't we make it? I said, I forgot. Body creates a poison. It's a system of life. That life is creative. And as creative life continues living, it has a garbage. Like as you eat food, you have to have clearance of that food in a different way. Similarly, the system of the body and the magnetic field and psyche creates a rhythm, molecule rhythm, in which you are the most powerful partner. It's called nervous system. Nerves are responsible to a supply of the blood. And it goes through the capillaries, but in the area, if there are no nerves, the effectiveness is not there. The doctor whose book was sold next to Bible in the world, who talk about children, wrote his last book. And he said there should be no dairy and no meat at all in the life of a child if we have to save our country and our people from arthritis. And then he listed almost every disease underneath. That shows that we have over-protein in our body. And the energy which goes into the system to break the protein is enough. You can live 50 to 100 years over it. That's just the difference. People do not understand vegetarianism. I do. Once I went to France and I said, we are vegetarian, please serve us vegetarian dish. If there's an egg or something, don't mix it. Guy said, we don't have anything to feed you. Everything was meat. In Mexico, I went and I asked, I'm a vegetarian. They say, we have beautiful bean soup, very good. When that bean soup came, it smelled like a dead hell. And I said, what is it? This is not bean soup. What is in it? And what is this white hanging? He said, buffalo brain. And I said, I'm vegetarian. He says, you don't want meat and egg. Buffalo brain is specialty. We made it for you. Innocent people, I laughed. I said, okay, no, bring it without this brain, that's all right. I don't want to have. Life is not what you eat. Life is what you digest. And life is what you eliminate. So, after all, you have to prepare yourself for a new blood every spring. And normally, people, as a custom, eats corn, cabbage, and beets in spring. And that gives a lot of blood. And then they start eating onions, ginger, garlic. That gives them a lot of protection Summer they eat lot of vitamin C, lemon in many ways, lime in many ways, natural. And then they go into the winter. After fall, they cleanse themselves, and in winter they eat very simple things such as those little seeds, what do you call them? Sesame seeds, fennel, all put together. And they made a sweet candy out of it. For example, wagruchu is one of that food in the ancient time which was used for winters to keep everybody warm and energetic and give him enough that they can grow. So I thought I should do my last act, make this formula. We have put 4 ingredients with the total of 20 ingredients. And some of us, me and some other people, will go as guinea pig to see what it says, does it work? And then I'll give it to you. That's about health. As far as wealth is concerned, this is the Jupiter period. Jupiter onslaught is on the overall universe is a period for new prosperity. Old wealth will not work. So we have a very good mantra which creates prosperity. And it is very, you do not understand mantra. Mantra is Mann-Tra. It is a mental projected vibration which entangles with infinity and creates the effect. It is a sound system which you, I, me, we, they, thou can all create. It has nothing to do with what you feel or what you are, but it is when all the vibrations of yours and the environment has gone negative. That is the moment. We who practice Kundalini Yoga have no right to initiate anybody. Because if somebody cannot initiate himself and herself, we should not be foolish to initiate. So basically the law is that you have to be you to start with, and then you grow, because you have 3 parts in you. One is a demon part, one is a human part, the other is an angelic part. So at least you should accept yourself you are human and not talk negative, think negative, let down somebody, participate in let down. You should be always aware that any word negative you say, that negates you 100 times more than it means anything to anybody. What happens when you speak positive? When you speak positive, there is no negative left to express, and then there's a gap. In that gap comes then the super positive, and that's what in English we call it God. Therefore, it is the attitude of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude is when you are grateful for every breath of life. Now people say, what should we do when we feel something is wrong? When there's something wrong, feel that thank God it is not you. When you feel there is something good, thank God that you have learned something to be. And this way you can process your life and progress your life. What will happen? You will get high-spirited. You will rise. And to fill the vacuum from the nature will come the wealth and prosperity. Otherwise, your poverty is proportionate to your emotionalism. And your bad relationship and bad sex and bad marriage is equal to your commotionalism. These are forces. I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm saying they will get rid of you. There's nothing you can do. You may try your best. Some people are most inhuman idiots. They are so insecure for everything. They have not learned the God which can rotate this earth for you and make day and night, that God can take care of your routine if you allow it to be. But you don't allow it. If you say, I want to be your friend, I say, okay, let's be friends, let's shake hands. I say, no. I want your measurement, size of your eyes, length of your nose, thickness of your lips. How many friends will be to each other? And if you do not know, we all do this to each other. We do not want to know how good we are, we want to know how bad everybody is. And this is the way we can never ever find our goodness. If somebody is bad, let it be. But you try not to be bad. So, this day, we are going to celebrate prosperity. We have done well in this whole system, and you are part of my system, and I am part of your system. But this is what we are going to do. You are going to sit straight, holding your elbows and your belly in. Chin in, chest out. Chin in, chest out. All right? Close your eyes. Try to mentally straighten out your spine so channel can be clear. Lock your hands so comfortable that you have your elbows in your hand very comfortably. Har, 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 har. Steady, keep your spine straight. Chin in, chest out. Breathe long and deep. And the moment the tape comes to you, you can chant with it.
Hara, 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 hara.
Whisper. Whisper powerfully. Use the pranic power. Try, see what it does for you. whisper strongly. Go silent and only chant with your breath. Just move the breath. From the navel. Body will start going through changes now. Sit straight as much you can. Lock your elbows and contain the flow of your energy. Move the navel and the breath. Inhale deep and stretch your spine as much you can. And squeeze your area where your elbow is locked. And with a cannon fire exhale. Inhale deep again. Hold tight. Hold the elbows tight and squeeze every part of your being. Fire out. If you have failed twice, don't fail now. Inhale deep. Squeeze yourself and your rib cage. Fire out. Relax. There is something we like to read it. Gurtej, could you read this paper, please? When you chant this mantra with the breath of life, you tap into all angels of the universe, including your own great ancestors who have a qualifying life of angel. So, the last few minutes which you have chanted is quick, as fast, is purposeful, it brings in what you need to get in. Read this.
Yogi Bhajan's illustrated foot chart. We are making a chart to talk about your anatomy and how the working of your pranic energy goes through a footprint. You should be educated about how much mankind knew about themselves 3,000 years ago and how far behind we are in the science today. Foot is a life. It has 72 nerve centers. The deities appear wherever there are controlling nerve centers in the foot. The serpents encircling the deities represent awakening from the past to a new living future. On the big toe is the face of Lord Brahma, who represents rejuvenation, regenerative energy, and knowledge. The faces on the other toes are his disciples. The figure of Adi Shakti, which symbolizes protective energy, is shown sitting on a tiger, Durga. The flaming sun under the Adi Shakti represents life. Under the pinky is the goddess Saraswati, sitting with a musical instrument in hand on top of a long, flowing waterfall. This symbolizes intuitive knowledge and prosperity. A line goes from each toe to one point under the big toe. This juncture represents the pituitary, the command center.
Show the t-shirt.
Under the pituitary point is the sun, extended life through breath of life. The hawk below it symbolizes prevailing energy. The 8th chakra represents semi-gods in action. 7th chakra, top of foot, union to union, creative and compassionate with reality of grace and royalty to be embraced. The male figure is Krishna, the female figure is Radha, the lotus represents purity, the lingam, creation. 6th chakra, elementary manifestation, elimination of duality, command center for grace. The half male, half female figure is the actual construction of every human body. 5th chakra, active existence, wisdom of midi-pidi, which depicts royalty and reality. The purple lotus represents life, the crescent moon reproduction, the elephant wisdom. 4th chakra, compassion and domination, creative action, creative wisdom. The figure of Krishna with the Ganges flowing out of the top of his head symbolizes the supreme meditative connection between heavens and earth. The deer stands for innocence, the symbol of Trishula, death, the snake, fearlessness. 3rd chakra, union of mind and soul. The goat represents action. 2nd chakra, union of heavens and underworld. The figure with 4 arms represents the heavens, earth, and underworld, and is holding the symbol, so darshan chakra, a hammer, a lotus for purity, and a conch shell for vigor. The alligator is the king of the underworld. 1st chakra, the elephant stands for wisdom, the snake, the elimination center. The moon above Saraswati depicts expansion, the doves, peaceful coexistence, the hawks, courage. Yogi Bhajan, 1998.
Right now in India, we are releasing 10 books for those people to see and to know. It is essential for us because the knowledge we have so far is going to be obsolete. Man's nature to study more and know more, nearest truth to the oneself will be great. So we have released books on mind, on destiny, the siblings of destiny and those kind of things, Shabd Guru, etc., etc. The idea is to let a person not feel empty, let a person know that nothing has changed, simply we have risen. If you stand by the road, you will see a car and you will feel a great impact. If you go over the bridge, you feel very less impact. If you take a helicopter and go quite high and look at it, the same car looks like a matchbox and it has no impact. Consciousness of all of you are going to rise in the next 14 years. Those who will survive shall be happy. Otherwise, you will feel very empty, frustration, irritation, and things will manifest which are not required to manifest in a human. Human is supposed to be a disciplined mammal. That's why it is very priceless to discipline yourself. This is how the heavens are, and that's what is written, and that's what's going to happen. You shall grow, your generation will grow, and you will teach and teach yourself and grow that way. Every one of you is precious unit of that plan, that scheme which God has oriented. Right now we are all stars of the same sky, under the same moon and sun. So nobody is indifferent to anybody. But sometime in our own disqualification, we do not like to be authentically understanding each other's existence. Therefore we compete and we mess it up, and then we rebuild it, and we have a union, then a separation. Sometimes we talk very high of us, sometimes we talk very low of us. But all that doesn't matter anything. Not a one drop of water from this atmosphere has lost, not a one grain of sand is missing. It's all in balance. Simply, we don't have the eye to see that balance. If you continue for 1 year, chanting this Har 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 Gobinde with breath from the navel point, I don't think you will be ever poor. Now you say, what we do? Print dollars? Yes. This is how it works. When a man with his breath of life chants a mantra which is for prosperity, it taps into the mastermind of the universe, which we otherwise sometimes call God. And then the environment which are to be positive and unique has to be created. So lot of opportunities and aspect of opportunity, facets of life are created to bring you home your coziness, your happiness, and your health. That is what is all about. And I feel that you came here, it was a very special you came here. This is a very sacred land. It is not sacred that we have it, it was sacred before. And it has always transferred itself to very sacred hands, and thus it today belongs to you. We have not interfered with the ecology of this land. We have kept it as original as we can. And that's the way we feel to keep it. And that's where we feel you, your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your enemies can all come on this land and be here in one unit. Now, I will like the gentleman up there, we have hung him so high that he can do right, but I don't know whether he knows what I'm going to say. Can you put that Bole Sonyal? Put that tape? He doesn't shake his hand even. Okay. And you have to chant this with your fists. Actually, a fist kriya, I don't want to give it to you because you will be hurt and you are leaving today and some people have to drive. So I'm making it easy on you. One fist, one time, up and down. Stretch your elbow.
शुभ कर्म ते कब हो न टरो देह शिवा पर मोह है शुभ कर्म ते कब हो न टरो
Sing.
कब हो न टरो और जो जब गाय लरो मिट के कर अपनी जीत करो अपनी जीत करो तेह शिवा पर मोहे तेह शिवा पर मोहे और सिखूं अपने
both hand left and right, use them both.
जब भाव की औध निधान बने अधीरण में तब जूझ मरो अधीरण में तब जूझ मरो अधीरण में तब जूझ मरो हो न करो, न डरो और क्यों जब जाए लड़ो, निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो। देह शिवा पर मोहे, देह शिवा पर मोहे।
Come on, don't hesitate, use your hands.
जे तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, सिर धर तली गली मोरियाओ, गली गली मोरियाओ। मार्ग पैर धरी जय, सिर दी जय कान न की जय, सिर दी जय कान न की जय, सिर दी जय कान न की जय। बोले सो निहाल देह शिवा पर मोहे है, शुभ कर मन से कब हो न करो, शुभ कर मन से कब हो न करो, न डरो और क्यों जब जाए लड़ो, निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो। देह शिवा पर मोहे, देह
Get
शिवा
fiery.
पर मोहे।
Don't get tired, get young.
सूरा तो पहचानिए जो लड़े दीन के हेत, पुरजा पुरजा कट मरे कभो न छाड़े खेत, कभो न छाड़े खेत, कभो न छाड़े खेत। बोले सो निहाल देह शिवा पर मोहे है, शुभ कर मन से कब हो न करो, शुभ कर मन से कब हो न करो, न डरो और क्यों जब जाए लड़ो, निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो। देह शिवा पर मोहे, देह शिवा पर मोहे। मरता मरता जगमुआ, मर भी न जाने कोई, मर भी न जाने कोई। ऐसी मरनी जो मरे और न मरना होए, और न मरना होए, और न मरना होए। बोले सो निहाल देह शिवा पर मोहे है, शुभ कर मन पे कब हो न करो, शुभ कर मन पे कब हो न करो, न डरो और क्यों जब जाए लड़ो, निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो, निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो। देह शिवा पर मोहे, देह शिवा पर मोहे, देह शिवा पर मोहे, देह शिवा पर मोहे, देह शिवा पर मोहे। बोले सो निहाल प्रियता।
Have you ever thought of singing this song like this? If you sing this song like this, you can never ever have a heart attack. No way, even God wants it. And it's written this guy will die with a heart attack. If you do this exercise, you can't. Must remember, history has proven to us that we in a human life, as because we are the most beloved of God and we are made in God and His will we have created ourselves, we can change the destiny. Remember this. If Almighty God could have produced better than you, He could have and should have. That's all He could. And do not have, we are the sinner, we are the bastards, we born in sin, and we have to pray to do all that nonsense. That is just to steal your money and make fool of you. You are never born bastard, you are never born absolutely in sin, And Adam, really, Adam, Baba Adam, he did a wonderful job too. He did not eat apple. He was ladies first. He gave Eve the apple and ate the snake. And that's the real story. And somebody once asked me, how you can say so? I say, I was there. Why not? It's true. It's as gospelly true as truth is. So unfortunately, when it was translated in Bible, it got messed up. And why Moses couldn't go to his promised land, you have to read those 10 promises God made him with 10 commandments which he never told, he cheated. And therefore he was not allowed to go to the promised land. So I wrote those 10 promises also. If you can read 10 commandments with 10 promises, you will be shocked how true they are. Where I got it, I was there. So I mean to say, you are always there. The time and space in which you are born here is just a temporary existence. So you can experience infinity being finite. There's no other purpose of life. Everything is already rolled down. There are some people here who are sitting on chairs. And I like to introduce systematically. One is who started all this, and that is our Shakti Parva, you know her. The other one who combed your hair, tells you how to put a bra and how to hang it, and tell you how to cook and eat, tell you how to sleep, and also told you how to make your beds, and who saw you naked but felt one day you will wear perfect bana, BBG. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. She's a Capricorn, she needed that. Because this time, she was telling me yesterday, where we are going next summer Sastra. I said, what do you mean by this? She said, you know how much work there is? I said, I don't know, it's up to you. So she works and she works and she works. That's good for her. We would not have completed all this and come to this beautiful conclusion of Peace Prayer Day and our life and our circumstances. And I like to introduce to you that skinny person who does it all, that is Sri Ram. Now, this is first phase. Now I tell you somebody who knows what is going on in heavens, and earth does not sometimes understand her, but her steadfastness, her talent, her spirituality is evident. And that will come now, Guru Amrit Kaur Khalsa. Hey, come here. She is exactly my length, and she is the best in what they call it, saber. She is a national champion. She is graduate in comparative study of religion, and she is logical, rational, and she is right before you. I would have technically gone bankrupt and pauper, and like any other teacher, I would have been also stealing your money and praising you unnecessary. You may be a rat, I'll tell you you are a lion, so that you can stick with me. And my economic woes and tragedies would have been multiplied. But one who saved me from all that garbage and kept me going where I have never to touch money, write a check or say a thing. So Purukh. There is one person when I went in trouble myself twice in my life, and business, business is business. One decision can make you multimillionaire and one make you foolish. So in between we have so many corporation and is worth so many millions and all that. But when there's a difficulty, absolutely difficulty, and without hurting anybody, in a business, what you do when you are off, then you lay down people and then rehire and all that. But there's one person who does my hatchet job. She knows it by this name. She'll come on the stage. She is my hatchet woman. And she can cut $1.5 million in expense in just 1 week and won't even hurt somebody. Our way of life and our way of working is we are for each other. That's our profit. But still we make profit. It's not we are that bad. But that's the way we are. And that's all is about. Then I'd like to introduce somebody who's very funny. When I need a headache, and I have a headache, somebody who tells me it can be greater than what it is, and whether I should behave or not, Siri Hari. I started Celsius communication with her, and I would like you to understand how good she is. So could you play that tape again? Hey, you up there. Which you want? Rakhe Rakhan Har Aap Bariyan. Just watch her action and you will understand why her mother spent so much money to train her under great masters. Oh, there's walking her sister. Siblings. Demonstrating to you is Celsius communication. What it does, if you communicate in this way, your words will be most effective. Normally, a person can hear another person only for the strength of 15 minutes, out of which he understands only 3 minutes. Those who practice this way of communication can talk to a person and the other person will understand 100%. This was she. And now a person who can tell me, shut up, I don't know what are you doing, but I think this is this. She's in command and she's Secretary of State. You know her all, I don't have to introduce her. Well, Sat Simran is a Jewish commando among our ranks. And she is very exact in many ways. And she has done a lot. We appreciate little. But balance is there. You will find now a Secretary of Religion, skinny, who can read a face as a professional and tell your history and story minute to minute. You may not know her, we know her. And she's very silent. She works in Los Angeles, lives in New Mexico, Santa Fe. And you'll like to see how good she is. Oh, by the way, she's bachelor.
It's okay.
You can try your luck if you want. If your future read right, then that's a different story. Otherwise, hardly there is a chance. These are the people, and then I will ask my staff to come on the stage who you do not know, and you do not know how much they sweat and work and how many hours they work and how handicapped we are. Because you must understand, at the rate we are growing, it's very impossible to cope up, but they do keep their length. Could you all come, please? Kiran, Guru Roop, etc., etc., etc. They are here for a group photograph, so let them organize. You know, these days it is very... Kartar, you are not my staff? No, he's not. I think mistaken. Anyway, you should understand something very technical. Naranjan is not here. She's right now in Chandigarh doing for the Anandpur Sahib Foundation work. And they have moved. When she left here, she said, I don't know what we'll do. Where are you sending us? And now she said, we are taken over, we have all right, and everything is fine. The person which I cannot fight, but I like to fight, is Sampuran. I have not fought, this is one human being I have not fought with ever, though she provokes on every step of the way. So she teaches me self-control, and now she is in total control of the situation, very good. Give her a good hand. And when I told Naranjan that she is doing pretty good, she said no. I said, what do you mean no? She said she doesn't love Psyche as I used to love him. So that's the handicap. And Shaiki is a very beautiful puffball dog, which you have seen. Naranjan takes her to office and everywhere. Even she has a seat for him in the back of her four-wheeler. So technically, these are the people which have put their life, their mind, their heart, and their 30 years, what we got here. They are the real custodians, real workers, and real people in our lives. Sometimes you have a madness that you want what you want, and you do not consider what they want. Once upon a time, somebody said, my letter with you has not been replied. I was surprised the letter was only half an hour arrival, and they wanted even the reply. They don't understand. This is one organization which has center in the whole Western Hemisphere, and they very honestly deal to serve you. Their potential is very good. Sometimes we become victim of negativity. Oh, show me, this is my photo man. He has more photos of mine than I had. Oh, yeah. This is a picture which he drew when I used to play drums in the Gurdwara. And this is old. I used to have some hair then. No, it is all gone. But he has been clicking around me for a longer time than I have ever thought of. So something like that, with sequence and consequences, the story came. Are you taking their picture? Yeah? For the front page of the new Laughing Lion? So he has to change the lens and do the whole thing. And if you can remove all these, I don't want anybody to be left. Actually, these are the people who have made it possible. And my pride in them is simple. They have done it with all their weaknesses for the strength of you. That's the beauty. And now they are going to be pictured today and officially honored later, if Shakti permits their picture to come in the Laughing Lion. Well, she's the chief editor, I'm not. So there's a very good division of labor. And now I would like to hear and ask you to hear with me some most beautiful thing. Once upon a time, we Americans were free, and we made ourselves free. And then we wrote a song, which is our national anthem. Guru Nanak, 530 years ago, wrote an international anthem, and he wrote it for all of us. So now you are going to hear it, and you should also find the words, what she's singing and what it is, you all know it. So I ask the musicians to come in with their egolessness and join her to sing that song. You know the national anthem? What is it? Now, very slowly, sittingly, kindly, as you are reading from the book, speak it.
star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
330 years Guru Nanak sang that song too. And go ahead. Difference is that it was sung 530 years ago. The notes and the rhythm and the sound is exactly the same. And when we read it from the book, how we read it? Come on.
Antana sifti kanana ant, antana karane denana ant, antana vekan sunanana ant, antana jape kyamanamant, antana jape hita akar, antana jape paravar, antakaran kete billahe, take antana bhai jaye, eo antana jane koi, bahut karan hota hoy. बड़ा साहेब ऊंचा थाव, ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव, ए बड़ा ऊंचा होवे कोई, जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए, जे बड़ा आप जाने आप, नानक नदरी कर दीदार.
Must you understand this, that things are not coincidental. They are all pre-written. Therefore, it is just not a coincidence, it's a matter of finding the facts. This is the best wording ever could be written in praise of God, the infinite Lord of this universe. And now, we are all nations of the nations naturally. We are Americans, Canadians, Europeans, Western Hemisphere. We needed something which Guru Nanak provided pre-handed, so we can sing the infinity of God. That's what it is all about. Today, we are meeting to meet again. We are proceeding to proceed again. Sooner or later, you are going to be asked upon to heal the world, and you have to hail the miracle of yourself. With sight, word, and touch, you will perform those acts in the name of God which dwells in your head. I feel personally that you are come long way with your strength, with your devotion, and with your dedication, and nothing can go wrong. I therefore ask them now to sing the national anthem for United States, because this land comes under the jurisdiction of the temporary rule of the United States. Well, that's temporary, it's nothing permanent.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early
Everybody.
light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad skies and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched, words of gallantry streaming, and the rockets rippling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
We have a contingent from Mexico. Are they all here? So all Mexico should come and sing their national anthem. And then there are people from Chile, they should be ready too. We will. Just wait. Hey, hurry up. You're wasting time. You are the main singer, right? Come on, get up. Blessing. Come on, guys. For your information, Mexico is the one country which has an embassy in Espanola. You should, you should know that. Things have started rolling.
A ver, mexicanos, suban. Sadharikar, Deva Harikar. ¿Dónde está?
Mexicanos al grito de guerra, el acero a prestar y el bridón, y retiemble en su centro la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiemble en su centro la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón. Más que osar un extraño enemigo, ganar con su sangre su suelo, en su patria querida que el cielo, un soldado en cada hijo te dio, un soldado en cada hijo te dio. Mexicanos al grito de guerra, el acero a prestar y el bridón, y retiemble en su centro la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiemble en su centro la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón. ¡Viva México!
I agree with you. Next year they will practice better. And now contingent from Chile. Thank you.
Apúrense, apúrense.
Thank you.
Que partan.
Up, chalo, quick.
Pónganse más cerca para que me ayuden a cantar. Ya. No me lo sé bien yo. Dame. Demos la nota.
Puro Chile es tu cielo azulado, puras brisas te cruzan también, y tu campo de flores bordado es la copia feliz del Edén. Majestuosa es la blanca montaña que te dio por baluarte el Señor, que te dio por baluarte el Señor. Y ese mar que tranquilo te baña, te
Now, now, now comes your test. The European Common Market has a national anthem. Will you please, Europeans, come here and sing together? Can you check? I know majority of you do not know that's a very beautiful European national anthem for the common market, which is now Europe is becoming like one country. So nobody has appeared? Well, let us see if it's a matter of volunteership.
Big fun.
After all, for centuries after fighting with each other, they have decided to live with each other together as one nation. That's a very good thing. But I know they are young, therefore they do not all remember the national anthem. Let's see what they do.
We will all sing one verse of our own national anthems. This is Dutch. Wilhelmus van Nassau ben ik van Duitsen bloed. Het koninkrijk getrouwe blijf ik tot in den dood. De prinsen van Oranje heb ik altijd vereerd. Het koninkrijk. Da 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 la 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 la.
Allons enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé. Un galant de la tyrannie, l'étendard sanglant élevé, l'étendard sanglant élevé. Rendez-vous dans la campagne, où ces soldats. Ils viennent jusque dans vos bras, écorcher au milieu de la campagne. Allons, citoyens, avec vos bataillons, marchons, marchons, qu'un sang impur abreuve nos sillons.
Fra l'Italia se desta dell'elmo di Scipio, se cinta la testa, dove la vittoria le colga la chioma, che la di Roma le la creò. A corte siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò.
Some people represent 2 or 3 countries here. Greece. Good luck.
σπαθιού την τρομερή, σε γνωρίζω από την κόψη που με διαμετράει τη γη. Απ' τα κόκαλα βγαλμένη των Ελλήνων τα ιερά, και σαν πρώτα ανδριωμένη χέρο-χέρ ελευθεριά, και σαν πρώτα ανδριωμένη χέρο-χέρ ελευθεριά, και σαν πρώτα ανδριωμένη χέρο-χέρ ελευθεριά.
Great Britain. Great Britain. God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen.
Huh? Canada, why Canada is waiting for what? Permit? Canada will get a permit to come and sing their national song. And come on, Canadians. Tell them they are ready after this new song. You know, the beauty of this song is that they assure Canada that they stand guard for thee. And they call us Lower 48, remember? It is their pride, though we are also, America is also in Alaska, but for Canadian, America is Lower 48, period. Now there's going to be improvised arrangement. The boys who have studied in India will sing the national anthem of India.
Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravid, Kalabanga, Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchal, Chal, Taranga, जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए सब जय गाता जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Well, SGPC leased us a ground. Stay with me. SGPC leased us a ground that is 16 some acres, and we spent about over $500,000 to build Miri Piri Academy there. And the process is continuing. But what I would want to do is this year to accomplish, to make it an international standard. So we are sending some teachers, and we have had some teachers there to see that dream we ever dream we should be in a position to accomplish and have it within our reach. The most beautiful thing which I like always is that our children fly 6,000 miles to go and intermix with the society and general world at all. And that gives them bondage, courage to be themselves and to deal with the world as not only that we are stuck in the bounds of Europe and America and Canada, but we have 2/3 of the world to respond to. And that is very progressing. Now, is there some people from Spain? Well, go ahead, what are you waiting for? Now you will hear from the Spaniards their national song. Watch out.
This one? I have to say something. I know the music, but there's not one single Spaniard I know that know the words. Not one. Only my grandmother, she knows that she's from Chile. Those two are Spaniards too, they say, help me, well, we don't know the words. That's the problem. Never hear the words, never. It's not usual. Only the tune.
Maybe Spanish national anthem is talking to each other. Hey, you. Hey, start. Japan, where is the... Oh, we have a first Japanese national among us, and they left, but we send our best of greetings to them. And now, you know this language? It's a language of called frustration. You only know okay, well, what to do. Language can be anything where your mouth can move. Question is not what you speak. Question is what another person understands and how much one understands. Where is Frenchie? Frenchie!
Spain is ready now. Spain is ready.
Yeah, they have to come here. Frenchie! No, she's a French national. Watch this, we'll both communicate. Come here. I don't know her language, she doesn't know mine. Usava fez so? Other than And we both talk every day. And she talks to me. And I talk to her. But we do not know the alphabet or anything. No, you do not know communication. I did my PhD in psychology of communication. You talk to your dog, you talk to your birds, you talk to water. Yes. You want hot water, cold water, you want to talk taps. You sometimes don't know. Your everything in your life is communication. And your success is based on your communication. Your failure is based on your communication. Now, you will hear a song from Spain.
Que el eterno sol te ilumine, el amor te rodee y la luz pura interior guíe tu camino. Que el eterno sol te ilumine, el amor te rodee y la luz pura interior guíe tu camino, guíe tu camino.
Wasn't it, may the long time sun shine upon you? As far as I understand, when I go to Mexico, I don't understand except when they read from Sri Guru Granth, and when they see this song, I can recognize it. They are pretty good. And now, my apologies to all of you that we are getting late and many people have to catch planes and go tonight. And others may be eager other ways. I'll ask them to sing the last song.
On this day, the Lord gave you life, made music to serve Him.
Keep up, keep up.
Our loving prayers will be with you. May you never forget
upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Satnam.
Satnam.
Does anybody need to say anything about dinner?
All those who have appointments with the Siri Singh Sab should go over to the trailer now. All those people who have seen BBG and have appointments should go over right now and stand outside the gate.
Announcement that the Runs by Kirtan schedule is posted on the Gurdwara and the all musicians. So they're
Ransabai Kirtan schedule is posted on the Gurdwara door. Hold on.